Your side had the win tonight to stay in the finals. I'm really pleased with the way your side applied themselves here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. The effort was fantastic. Probably made it a little bit harder than we had to, conceding 2 goals. But yeah, the amount of adversity that this group has faced, and to put in a performance like that in a must-win game, even when we've given up 2 goals to bring it back to 2-2, I thought I'm just so proud.
You need your big players to stand up in the big games. Remember how she scored tonight, didn't she? 2 really important goals to your side and a great leadership role from the captain.
Yeah, fantastic. They're all, to be honest, they're all great. People keep trying to knock us down in a multitude of ways. It just seems like everything's kind of going that way this season. So for us to produce that and the individual performances, there wasn't a player on the pitch that had a bad game. So I'm ecstatic. We put ourselves in a position to hopefully play finals, and just super proud of the girls. And we put in so much work. Us as a staff, the players, we just put in so much work. So to see it kind of come to fruition in the big games and the tough moments is really pleasing.
Bit of a curveball this week with the suspension. Did that change the way you prepared for this game? Was that happened quite late?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we found out last night. I've been away for 3 days on the pro license in Sydney, which seemed to be scheduled during the season for some strange reason as well. So everyone chipped in this week. And yeah, Maury's obviously she started every game for us, so it was a massive curveball. But again, the character, the depth we have now, even with all the injuries and all the outs and international players being away, it's just so pleasing, and I couldn't be happier.
Saw in the finals mix, of course, the final home game of the regular season. Must be a nice way to finish off the regular season here at home in front of a big crowd here at Spencer Park.
Yeah, for sure. Crowd were fantastic. I think they definitely they got us over the line there, especially when it went back to 2-2. They definitely pushed us to keep going, and I thought second half was phenomenal. From when we conceded the goal, the response was exceptional.
Al, 9 goals in 2 games now here at home. The goal scoring was a bit of a problem, sort of, especially in the tougher times. Has there been any change about the way the girls have gone through, or is it finally clicking in attack? Because that seems to be a big part of this now.
I'm not sure if people realize how hard it is to sort of rejig a formation and a structure and combinations and understandings when players are taken away for whatever reason, injury, transfers overseas, international duty. So to continue to have to do that is a real challenge. I think the fatigue around the end of that really busy period had a lot to do with it as well. You can see now that the girls are fresh, they're pushing, they're on the front foot, and it's no coincidence that we've scored 9 in 2 games.
And also, speaking of players away, Daisy Brown, Zara Kruger called up to the young Matildas for the AFC Under-20 Asian Cup. How proud are you as a head coach to see those 2 young ladies progress, especially Daisy, as we spoke about, who has just come into the squad?
Yeah, it's something we pride ourselves on as a club, something I pride myself on as a head coach, is to be able to bring these girls through and give them opportunity to develop, and a lot of it comes down to training and just exposing them to game time. Daisy's been fantastic, to come where she's come from, and now probably, if it were me starting for the young Matildas in an Asian Cup, I couldn't be proud of her, and it's just a testament to the whole group.
And Tameka YALLOP came on and completed a perfect night with that goal at the end. What's it like to have someone with her experience back in the team in the most important matches of the season? Yeah,
it's a real privilege. With the injury, we mapped it out, and we knew that we'd have her back for sort of the last 4 games of the season. So to be able to bring her on with 20, 30 minutes to go it's a coach's dream. And I just spoke to her then. She said that's the best she's felt in quite a long time when that goal went in. So really happy for her. It's been a long road back from injury, and she's coming back right at the right time. Hopefully moving into finals. There's not too many teams that can deal with her coming on for the last 20, 30 minutes. So very happy for her, and yeah, just ecstatic to get the win.